My beloved child, I know you were about to scroll. I know the digital noise of this world has been screaming in your ears, trying to drown out the still small voice within. But I want you to stop, right now. Take a breath, a real breath. The one you've been holding for days, weeks, maybe even years. This moment is not an accident. This video appearing on your screen is not a quirk of an algorithm. I am the architect of time, and I have paused the universe just for this encounter. You have been whispering into the void. Is there anyone there? Does anyone see me? And today, I am answering. I have reached through the static of your life to hold your hand. You feel a stirring in your spirit, don't you? A recognition that goes deeper than words. That is because your name was written in the stars long before you drew your first breath. I was there when you were formed, and I am here now as you stand at the edge of the greatest transformation of your life. Do not turn away, for what I am about to tell you is the key to the door you thought was locked forever. You are not behind. You are being built. You are not breaking. You are becoming. This is the divine appointment you have been praying for, the answer to the silent cries of your heart that no one else could hear. I have come to tell you that your season of hiddenness is coming to an end. Before I reveal the blessing coming to you, I need you to declare your presence. This is an act of spiritual alignment, a way to signal that your heart is open to receive the miraculous. Type, "I am here, Lord," or 7007 in the comments right now to open the gates of heaven over your life. This is your way of telling the spiritual realm that you are no longer hiding, but standing ready. And if you feel my presence in this room, if you feel the warmth of my love surrounding you like a shield, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Join my family of light. For your journey of 1,000 miracles begins with this one small act of faith. By subscribing, you are telling the universe, I am ready. I am listening. I am home. I see you, my child. I see you when the lights go out and the world thinks you are sleeping. I see the way you stare at the ceiling, your mind, a whirlwind of what ifs and if onlys. I see the tears that track silent paths down your cheeks, the tears you wipe away quickly, so no one else can see your perceived weakness. I was there in the 3:00 a.m. silence, when the weight of the world felt like a physical pressure on your chest. I heard the sigh that escaped your lips when you looked at your bank account, wondering how much longer you could keep the house, the car, the life you've worked so hard for. I saw you looking into the mirror this morning, searching for a spark that used to be there, only to find a stranger with tired eyes, looking back. You have been wearing a mask of strength for so long that you've forgotten the face beneath it. You tell everyone I'm fine, but I hear the scream in your soul. I see the way your hands shake when you think no one is watching. I see the exhaustion that no amount of sleep can fix, the soul-deep weariness of a warrior who has been fighting a war they never signed up for. You feel like you are falling apart, but I want you to know that you are not falling apart, you are falling into purpose. You don't get lost, you get aligned. Even when you feel at your lowest, I am using that rock bottom to build a foundation that nothing in this world can shake. I am close to you when your heart is broken, and I am the one who breathes life back into your crushed spirit. I have recorded every prayer you thought went unanswered, and I have kept every tear in my bottle. You are not being punished, you are being trained. Your current struggle is not a sign of my absence, but a testimony of my preparation. Trust my timing, for I know when the right moment is to turn your mourning into dancing. You are stronger than you think, and I am never too late. At your worst moment, it is not over, because as long as I wake you up, it means I am not through with you yet. I have watched you give and give until your own well ran dry. I have seen you pour your heart into people who only knew how to take. I saw the way you stayed late to help a colleague, only for them to take the credit, without a second thought, while you walked to your car in the dark, exhausted and ignored. I saw the way you lent money you didn't have, sacrificing your own peace of mind, only for the borrower to disappear or grow cold when you needed a helping hand in return. I saw the betrayal that cut deeper than any knife, the sharp whispered words spoken behind your back by those you considered family, those you defended when the world was against them. I saw the way you forgave and forgave and forgave again, thinking that your love would eventually change them. But instead, they used your kindness as a floor mat, assuming your silence was a sign of weakness. You wonder if being good is worth it in a world that seems to celebrate the ruthless. You wonder if the universe rewards the selfish and punishes the selfless. But listen to my voice. I have seen every hidden act of sacrifice. I have recorded every moment you chose love over spite, even when your heart was breaking into 1,000 pieces. Your kindness is not a weakness. It is the highest form of courage. It is a reflection of my own nature within you. While they took from you, they didn't realize they were only emptying your hands, so I could fill them with something they can never take away. Your rewards are not tied to their gratitude. They are tied to my faithfulness. I am the God who redeems everything you have been through, and I know how to make up for every ounce of love you felt was wasted on the wrong people. Place your hand over your heart right now. Feel that beat. That is my signature on your life. I am removing the heavy burden of other people's expectations from your weary shoulders. I am taking the weight of their ingratitude and casting it into the depths of the sea where it can no longer drown your joy. Breathe deeply now. You are safe in my hands. If you believe I am lifting this weight off you right now, do not stay silent. Type "breakthrough is mine" or 888 to claim your new beginning. Join this family of believers by liking this video and subscribing, signaling your agreement with heaven that your season of being used is over and your season of being honored has begun. You are moving from the shadows of sacrifice into the light of divine recognition. You feel like a stranger in your own life, don't you? Even in a room full of people, even among those who claim to know you best, you feel like you are speaking a language no one else understands. You look at the world chasing shadows, fame, status, temporary pleasures that leave the soul empty, and you feel a hollow ache because you know deep in your spirit that there is something more. You have tried to fit in, tried to dim your light to make others comfortable, but the fire inside you refused to be smothered. That isolation you feel is not a mistake. It is a sign. You were chosen for a purpose that transcends the ordinary, and the chosen path is often a lonely one before it becomes a crowded one. The darkness attacks the brightest lights first. If you have felt targeted, if you have felt like you've been walking through a spiritual battlefield where every step is a struggle, it is because your light has the power to shatter generational curses that have held your lineage captive for decades. You have been tested in the fire not to be destroyed, but because only gold can withstand the heat required for purification. Do not envy those who have it easy, for their path does not lead to the heights I am preparing for you. I am with the brokenhearted, and I save those who are crushed in spirit. You are not falling apart. You are being broken open so that the glory I placed inside you can finally shine through the cracks. The seed must crack for the tree to grow. The stone must be chiseled with precision for the masterpiece to emerge. You are currently in the hands of the master sculptor, and every cut, every moment of isolation is designed to align you with your ultimate destiny. If you believe that I am shaping you for greatness right now, do not stay silent. Type "I am chosen" or 1111 to acknowledge this divine shift in your identity. This is the moment you stop apologizing for being different and start embracing the royalty within you. You are a child of the Most High, and though the path is narrow, I am walking every inch of it beside you. My child, let us sit together in this moment and speak deeply about the law of release. I have seen how tightly you have been clenching your fists, trying to hold on to the fragments of what remains of your strength, your resources, and even your old pain. You fear that if you let go, if you truly surrender the pieces of your broken dreams or the memories of those who hurt you, you will be left with nothing but empty hands in a cold world. But my kingdom operates on a frequency that the world does not understand. In my realm to receive, you must first create space. You cannot catch the heavy golden blessings I am reaching out to give you if your fingers are still locked around the jagged stones of your past. To receive the abundance I have prepared you, must have the courage to be empty for a moment. I am calling you today to release the anger that has become a heavy cloak around your spirit. You feel justified in your resentment and in the eyes of the world you are. But that anger is a poison you are drinking while hoping the people who wronged you will suffer. It is not hurting them. It is only eroding the sanctuary of peace I have placed within you. Release the need to know exactly how I will fix your finances, your health, or your family. Your human mind seeks a roadmap, but I am offering you my hand. When you release the old habits, the old hurts, and the old ways of thinking, you signal to the heavens that you are finally ready for a higher frequency of living. True giving is not just about the money you put in a plate or the time you give to a friend. It is the divine kindness you show yourself by letting go of what no longer serves the destiny I have written for you. When you empty your container of worry, shame, and negativity, you make room for the joy, creativity, and confidence that I am pouring out right now. Stop trying to control the wind, and instead, let me be the one who carries your sails. As you let go of the how, you will see the wow of my grace manifesting in ways you never thought possible. Trust me to fill the void you create with a glory that far outweighs the weight of what you have lost. Do not be deceived by the temporary silence you hear or the apparent lack of movement in the physical world around you. I know there are moments when you feel as though your life is a series of unanswered questions and your goodness has simply vanished into the air. But listen closely to my truth. Every prayer you have uttered in the dead of night, every silent tear that soaked your pillow, and every single cent you have given away, when you barely had enough for yourself, all of it has been meticulously deposited into your divine bank account. In my realm, there is no such thing as a lost investment or forgotten sacrifice. I am the God who sees in secret, and I am the God who rewards openly. Nothing has escaped my notice. Every act of faith you performed while you were hurting has built a treasure that the heavens are now preparing to release into your hands. The interest on your faithfulness has been compounding in ways your human mind cannot yet grasp. While you were crying, I was counting and collecting those tears as seeds for your future joy. While you were working tirelessly in the shadows, in those seasons where no one else noticed your effort or thanked you for your kindness, I was in the wings preparing the spotlight for your divine debut. You may think you have lost time, but I am the Redeemer of time. You may think you have lost opportunities, but I am the one who creates paths in the wilderness. The rewards you are about to receive are not just equal to what was taken from you, they are exponentially greater. I am the God of more than enough, and I am currently preparing your spirit to handle the weight of a blessing so vast, it will require the maturity you have forged in the fire of your trials. If you believe that your harvest is already on the way, and that my timing is perfect, do not remain silent in this sacred moment. Type "I believe" or 777 in the comments right now to signal your trust in my divine accounting. This is your act of spiritual confirmation. If you feel the truth of these words vibrating within your soul, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to this channel. This is not merely a digital action. It is a declaration that you are aligning your life with the frequency of my abundance. By joining this family of light, you are telling me, Father, I trust your process, and I am ready for the overflow. Do not lose heart, for the doors that were once bolted shut are beginning to move under the pressure of my favor. Communication is the lifeblood of our relationship, my precious one. I want you to understand that you do not need fancy words, rehearsed scripts, or a grand cathedral to reach my ears. I am not a distant king sitting on a cold throne waiting for a perfect petition. I am your Father walking beside you in the dust of your daily life. You only need a heart that is open and a spirit that is willing to whisper. Speak to me while you drive to work through the heavy traffic. Speak to me while you wash the dishes and the house is finally quiet. Speak to me in the middle of a panic attack when words feel impossible and only a groan escapes your soul. I hear the language of your silence just as clearly as I hear the shouts of your praise. Prayer is not a monologue where you simply present a list of things you want me to do. It is a sacred dialogue where I give you my peace in exchange for your chaos. It is the divine discipline of keeping your internal gaze fixed on me, regardless of how fiercely the storm is raging outside your window. When you pray without ceasing, you are not repeating mindless phrases, but you are maintaining a constant awareness of my presence. This connection is what keeps you anchored when the world tries to sweep you away. It is the frequency that allows you to hear my directions when you come to a fork in the road. In this constant state of communion, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and you start being a co-creator of your reality. If you commit to this daily walk with me, if you are ready to hear my voice guiding your every step through the darkness and into the light, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to this channel right now. This is more than just a button. This is your digital altar, a place where you return to reconnect with the source of all power. By making this choice, you are telling me, Father, I am here. Let us talk. You are joining a global community of souls who have decided that they will no longer walk alone. Do not let the noise of the world drown out our conversation. Stay connected to the source and watch how the impossible starts to look easy. My child, listen to the vibration of my voice and understand the power that resides within your own. The tongue has the power of life and death, and it is the rudder that steers the ship of your destiny. I created the entire universe with a single word, calling light out of the darkness. And because you are made in my image, you possess that same creative frequency. Every time you speak, you are not just describing your reality, you are prophesying your future. If you spend your days speaking of your exhaustion, your lack and your failures, you are inadvertently ordering more of the same from the universe. You are planting seeds of thorns and wondering why your garden is not blooming with roses. I'm calling you today to change your confession. Stop saying I'm broke and start declaring my provision is on the way from unexpected sources. Stop saying I'm sick and tired and begin to say divine healing is flowing through every cell of my body and my strength is being renewed like the eagle's. Your words are like seeds. Every time you utter them, they are taking root in the fertile soil of the spiritual realm. If you speak lack, you will harvest lack. If you speak abundance, you will harvest abundance. Sometimes, my child, you have to simply zip it and refuse to speak the negative things you see with your physical eyes, so that you do not dig up the good seeds I have already planted in your life. Stop saying I am lonely and start saying I am surrounded by the favor of God and the love of the Holy Spirit. Your physical reality will always eventually adjust to the level of your internal confession. When you align your speech with my promises, you activate the angels who are waiting to move on your behalf. Every thank you you offer before the blessing arrives is a shout of victory that echoes through the heavens. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a co-architect of your world through the power of your words. Speak light into your dark places today and watch as the shadows begin to flee at the sound of your faith. Be careful, my beloved child, who you let into the sanctuary of your soul. You are a vessel of light, but even the brightest flame can be dimmed by the wrong atmosphere. Not everyone who started the journey with you is meant to finish it with you. And that is not a failure, it is a divine filtering. Some people in your life are anchors. They were meant to keep you safe in the harbor for a season. But now, I am calling you to the deep, vast ocean, where the truly great miracles happen. If you try to carry everyone from your past into your future, the weight of their doubt and their limited vision will sink the very ship I have built for your success. You must guard your spirit with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life that I am trying to refresh. I see you looking at others, comparing your quiet progress to their loud success, and I see the sting of inadequacy it brings to your heart. But hear me, comparison is the thief of joy and the assassin of destiny. You are on a unique divine timeline that I have handcrafted just for you. Your turning point does not look like theirs because your mission requires a different set of tools and a different level of strength. Embrace the beauty of simplicity and the power of the narrow path. Clear the clutter, not just the physical items in your home that hold the energy of old painful seasons, but the mental clutter of opinions and voices that do not belong to me. When you simplify your life and your circle, you create a sacred space that my spirit is eager to fill, with a peace that surpasses all understanding. Your circle of influence determines your level of altitude, and I am moving you to higher ground. I am removing those who drain your spirit, and I am bringing in those who will sharpen your faith like iron sharpens iron. Do not be afraid of the silence or the smaller circle. I am simply pruning the branches so that you can bear more fruit than you ever imagined possible. Your solitude is not a punishment or an abandonment. It is a sanctified preparation for the massive influence I am about to bestow upon you. Step into the quiet confidence of knowing that I am filtering your life right now to ensure only the best, most resilient parts of your world remain for the glory that is about to be revealed. The hardest part of the journey is the waiting room. It is that silent, often agonizing space between the promise I whispered to your soul and the physical fulfillment you can finally touch with your hands. I know you have been in this room for a long time, so long that the walls have started to feel more like a prison than a sanctuary. You look around and see others receiving their breakthroughs, walking out of their own waiting rooms with smiles and testimonies, while you remain seated in the silence. You are tempted to think I have forgotten you, or worse, that I have passed you over. But I need you to understand that the waiting room is not a graveyard for your dreams. It is a divine construction site. I am working on the infrastructure of your soul because the blessing I am preparing for you has a weight that would crush the person you used to be. I am building the character, the endurance, and the maturity in you that will allow you to not only receive the blessing, but to sustain it for a lifetime. If I gave you the keys to the kingdom while you still had the heart of a servant to fear, you would lose everything I've worked to give you. Trust me even when you cannot see the path ahead, and trust me when the GPS of your life seems to be spinning in circles with no clear direction. I am not lost, and neither are you. I am simply recalibrating your spirit to a higher frequency of faith. When you cannot trace my hand, you must learn to trust my heart. There is a specific timing to everything under the sun, and my timing is never a second too late. You are in a season of divine shielding. The delay you are experiencing is actually my protection, keeping you from doors that would lead to your destruction and preparing you for the one door that will change your lineage forever. Delay is not denial. It is the strengthening of your inner life so that you can stand in the greatness I have destined for you. Breathe, my child. The wait is almost over, and the work I have done in the dark is about to be revealed in the most brilliant light. Listen closely. My child, for the atmosphere around you is trembling with the weight of what is about to manifest. You have been looking for a sign in the physical world, waiting for a bank balance to change, a medical report to flip, or a door to finally swing wide. But I have come to tell you that the shift has already occurred. In the invisible realm, the decrees of your breakthrough have already been signed with my own hand. The legal battle over your destiny has been won in the courts of heaven. The angels have been dispatched. They are already in transit, carrying the answers to the prayers you whispered in tears months ago. You are simply waiting for the physical sound of the chains hitting the floor. But I tell you, with the authority of the Creator, they have already snapped. The power that once held you back has lost its grip, and the momentum of heaven is now pushing you forward. Do you not perceive it? I am doing a radically new thing right now. It is springing up like a hidden stream in the middle of a parched desert. I am making a way in the wilderness of your life where you thought there was only a dead end. This is your divine turning point, the moment where the narrative of your life changes forever. Everything that was working against you, the people who spoke your name in malice, the obstacles that seemed like insurmountable mountains, the spirit of lack that haunted your household, is now being repurposed by my hand to work for your advantage. The very wind that was in your face, making every single step an exhausting struggle, has shifted. It is now at your back, propelling you toward the finish line of this difficult season. You are no longer fighting for victory. You are walking in the victory I have already secured. The tides have turned, and the overflow you've been thirsting for is finally breaking through the wasteland of your past. Today I am performing a divine surgery on your soul, stripping away the old labels that have clung to you like filthy rags. I am removing the name failure that you began to believe after that project collapsed. I am stripping off the name rejected that was branded on your heart by a parent, a spouse, or a friend who walked away when you needed them most. I am removing the label average that the world tried to place on you to keep you small and manageable. These are not the names I gave you. They are the lies of the enemy designed to keep you from walking in the authority I have prepared for you. You have been carrying the weight of other people's opinions and the scars of your own mistakes for far too long, allowing them to define the boundaries of your life. But today those boundaries are being shattered. I am rebranding you in the fires of my love. And from this moment forward, you will see yourself through my eyes. Your new identity is overcomer. Your new identity is favored. Your new identity is royal. You are a child of the Most High God, a co-heir to a kingdom that knows no lack and fears no darkness. I am calling you to walk like it, to talk like it, and to think like it. You cannot expect a victory while you are still nursing the wounds of a victim. Bury the inner victim today. Bury the part of you that looks for pity, and instead embrace the part of you that carries my power. The world will treat you based on the identity you accept and project. If you walk with your head bowed in shame, the world will walk over you. But when you stand tall in the knowledge that you are my masterpiece, the atmosphere around you must shift to accommodate your royalty. You were not created to survive the storm. You were created to speak to the storm and command it to be still. If you believe that I am shifting your identity right now, if you are ready to stop being a victim and start being a victor, do not stay silent. Type "I am favored" or 1212 in the comments to signal your agreement with this divine transformation. This is the moment you step into the truth of who I created you to be. And as you feel this new strength rising within you, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to this channel. This is your commitment to staying in the frequency of my light and surrounding yourself with the truth of your royal heritage. By joining this family, you are telling the world, I know who I am, and I know whose I am. Your past no longer has permission to speak to your future. You are new, you are chosen, and you are unstoppable. You are. My precious child, hear my word regarding the dry ground you have been walking upon. I am the God who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, and I am currently opening financial doors that no man can shut. While you were sleeping, I was speaking to the hearts of decision makers on your behalf. I am moving the spirits of those in authority to favor you, even those who do not know my name. Expect an unexpected phone call that shifts your career trajectory. Look for an email that changes your entire perspective on your future. I am bringing a sudden provision into your life, perhaps a debt that is mysteriously canceled, or a resource you thought was lost that suddenly reappears. I am the God who makes a way where there is no way. And your bank account is not a limit for my grace. I am preparing you to be a reservoir of blessing, not just for yourself, but for those around you. You have been faithful in the little, and now I am calling you to the much. And in the sanctuary of your home where there has been strife and silent tension, I am breathing my spirit of peace. I see the distance that has grown between you and those you love. I see the coldness that replaced the warmth of your family life. I am the restorer of all things, and I am currently healing the wounds that words could not fix. Where there was misunderstanding, I am bringing clarity. Where there was distance, I am creating a divine intimacy. I am touching the hearts of your children and your spouse, softening the hardness that the world has created. Your household is being covered by my protection and my love. You will find that the people who were once your greatest source of pain are becoming your greatest supporters. I am mending the broken bonds and turning the bitter waters of your relationships into sweet wine. Rest in me, for the restoration of your peace is as certain as the rising sun. In the next 24 hours, my child, I want you to walk with your spiritual eyes wide open. The universe is about to become a canvas where I will paint signs of my presence and my promises for you. I will speak to you through the mundane, through the ordinary things you usually ignore. You might see a specific number sequence repeatedly, perhaps 1111 or 777, appearing on a clock, a license plate, or a receipt. This is not a coincidence. It is my way of knocking on the door of your consciousness, reminding you that I am here and I am moving. You might hear a song on the radio that speaks to the exact situation you were crying about this morning. You might see a bird that reminds you that if I care for the sparrow, I will certainly care for you. I am sending these signals to tell you that you are perfectly on track. Do not dismiss these moments as mere luck. They are divine winks from your Father confirming that the path ahead is being cleared just for you. Align your actions today with the new reality I am manifesting for you. Faith without works is dead, and alignment is the bridge between your prayer and your miracle. If you are expecting me to move, act like a person who is expecting a guest of honor. Clean your house as if I am walking through the door tonight, because my spirit is already there. Update your resume as if the job of your dreams is already waiting for your signature. Prepare your heart for a flood of abundance by letting go of the habits of lack. If you pray for rain, don't leave your umbrella at home. Your physical actions are the containers for my spiritual blessings. If you want a big blessing, you must build a big container. I am calling you to rise above your current circumstances and live from the level of your destiny, not your history. The shift is not just something I do to you. It is something I do through you as you step into alignment with my divine will. My beloved, as we draw this sacred encounter to a close, I want you to sit in the stillness for a moment and feel the weight of my glory resting upon your shoulders. This was not merely a video you watched or a series of words you heard. This was a divine encounter, a collision between your earthly need and my heavenly abundance. I am sealing every word of this message into the very marrow of your bones and the deepest recesses of your soul. What I have declared over you today, the restoration of your finances, the healing of your heart, and the turning of your tide cannot be revoked by any demon, any critic, any circumstance, or even your own lingering doubts. I have set a mark upon your forehead that the invisible world recognizes. You are mine, and because you are mine, you are untouchable by the hands of the enemy and unstoppable in the pursuit of your destiny. You are now the living embodiment of my grace on this earth, a walking testimony of what happens when a soul finally yields to the Creator. I seal this message in your heart right now, making it a permanent part of your spiritual DNA. What I have started in you today, no man, no system, and no mountain can stop. Your turning point is no longer a distant hope or a maybe in the future. It is here, it is now, and it is manifesting in your physical reality at this very second. Your miracle is not just a possibility. It is an inevitability because I have spoken it, and my word does not return to me void. It is already done. The atmosphere of your life has been shifted from one of survival to one of absolute victory. You are stepping out of this moment as a different person than the one who started it. The old has passed away. Behold, I am making all things new in you. Now I invite you to perform a final act of spiritual sealing. Type Amen or I receive in the comments right now to lock this frequency into your life forever. By typing those words, you are claiming this prophecy as your own and telling the universe that you accept the gift of this new season. Do not stay silent. Let your amen be the shout that brings down the walls of your past. Before you go, like this video and subscribe to this channel to stay anchored in this family of light. Share this message with at least 3 people who are struggling as you become a vessel of my light for others. I will ensure that your own lamp never runs dry. Go in peace. My precious child, for the King is with you, and I am already preparing what I will tell you tomorrow about the specific mission and the helpers I am sending your way. Our conversation has only just begun.